Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please be joined today in studio by Central Point Police Chief Kris Allison. Chief, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me here, Craig.
So we have a lot of questions, a lot of stuff to cover, but of course we have to start with COVID. Has that changed operations for your officers on the streets?
It sure did. COVID was very interesting for our department because obviously we have to still respond. So we really had to watch our scheduling, the impact to our employees, and the impact to our community.
Can you give us an estimate on what percentage of your department has been vaccinated?
So I don't know because it's not mandated by the city, but what I can say is that we were all offered the vaccination and we're looking forward to being able to return back to our normal policing.
I know you know what's been going on in Medford. You know, they changed the camping laws in Medford, specifically regarding the Greenway. Like many others, your city has considerable Greenway space. Would you like your city council to adopt something similar to Medford?
So what we're looking at is, I'm not sure what we're going to adopt or if we are going to adopt. We're definitely looking at all the different opportunities that we can look at because I think our priorities are making sure that people are housed and that they're not on the Greenway, but they are getting the services that they need. And that's a balance. It's definitely a balance for everyone, for Medford, for Central Point, for Jackson County. And I think that's what we all want to accomplish.
You've been chief for several years, obviously, with the agency before that, and before that with other agencies here in the Rogue Valley and law enforcement. So you're very familiar with the Greenway. Now, has that been something that the city of Central Point has discussed?
So just being familiar with the Greenway and the issues of the Central Point's area is it has been a discussion probably going on for the last 5 to 10 years because not only do we have the issue that Medford's facing right now, but we also have the exposure to wildfires, arsons, and those things that also can be detrimental to our communities. So have we been discussing it for a long time? Yes. There's not a perfect answer. And that's kind of where we all need to be collaborative to get there.
Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll have much more with Chief Allison in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to be here with Central Point Police Chief Kris Allison. Chief, we were talking during the break. You know, we've seen a lot of changes during COVID, and one of the things that we were both discussing is the lumber prices. There's a lot more costs to some items, and you guys have actually maybe changed. Is it fair to say you guys have changed your patrols because of some thefts that have been going on that you've seen? We have.
We've actually increased our patrols in construction area sites just due to the potential and thefts of lumber and of all the different equipment there because of the unavailability and the increase of the prices.
Interesting. Well, your agency is one of several Jackson County agencies entering into a new partnership with Black Alliance and Social Empowerment, or BASE. Why is building better relationships with our minority communities so important to you?
Well, it's very important. In fact, it's imperative. And we are really honored to be able to work with BASE, with Vance Beach, and he's the executive director. And he actually came and approached us on this. And this collaboration, I think, is going to build partnerships and the ability for everyone to come to our police department and feel safe. That is our ultimate goal.
I certainly don't know the demographics of your department versus any others in our region, but the Rogue Valley is not known for its diversity. How do you, as an employer, as the chief of police for a city, how do you encourage diversity in your ranks?
So really what I look for is when we're hiring is we're always looking for diversity, but we're always looking for the right person. We want good people to be applying for the position of police officer or our staff, because that's ultimately what is important, and I think the diversity comes within that.
And you previously served as the president of the Oregon Association Chiefs of Police. What did you take from that experience?
It was a great experience. It was the highlight of my career. I was the president for the Oregon Chiefs of Police, but it gave me perspective of all the different issues that go on in Oregon. And what I gleaned from that is that we do a really good job here in Southern Oregon. There's always going to be room for improvement, but here in our area, we're very fortunate.
Chief, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Craig, for having me.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.